It's weird because I don't even remember hearing anything. I just felt us dropping.
New at 11, a Chesterfield family of 3 is grateful to be alive tonight after falling 5 feet into a hole when their porch simply collapsed. Emergency crews rescued them this morning.
Wow, and tonight 8 News reporter Victoria Lucas spoke with the family about their frightening ordeal. She joins us live right outside the home with these details. Victoria.
Eric, Heather, good evening to you. Tamara Hodges speaking to me off camera tonight, but her and her family allowing us to go live on their property to show you guys at home what they were dealing with. This is where their porch is. You see the caution tape surrounding their porch, but it was the concrete floor of the porch that caved in, and we're going to give you a closer look, that sent them, her husband, her mom, into a 5-foot deep hole.
We're all just kind of, still mentally and emotionally trying to figure out what's happened.
Tamara Hodges is trying to wrap her head around what happened to her and her family early Wednesday morning. She tells me she, her mother, and husband were headed to a doctor's appointment for her mother. After locking up, they got onto the porch on the side of their house on Smoke Tree Drive in Chesterfield County.
The next thing I know, it just gave way. All 3 of us fell about 4 to 5 feet down to the ground. Concrete.
After her porch collapsed, the family was stuck and trapped under wood and debris. Hodges then called 911 and waited for emergency crews. She says it took about 15 minutes for help to arrive.
They used a ladder for my husband and myself to get out, and then my mom, they had to help her out over a slab.
Hodges has a few sore spots, but her husband has scrapes and bruises. His leg was bleeding after the fall, she says as well. Hodges tells me her mother already had a broken leg. This incident now worsening it. Chesterfield fire officials confirm all 3 were treated at the scene. Neighbors nearby are glad the family is okay, but are also questioning the makeup of their porch.
It's something that you wouldn't imagine, and especially a cement top you wouldn't think would just kind of concave like that, so we'll definitely be doing some research.
And Hodges is thinking the same after living in her home for about 8 years.
I want to find out some answers of why there's no absolute support. If you've seen it, it's just hollow ground underneath, some concrete slab. Like, how can you support that like that?
A scary situation that could have ended in tragedy. The family tells me they're okay, although Hodges' husband did have some bleeding behind his leg. Now, as for what's next for the family, they're going to have to contact a contractor to get that deep hole repaired. But overall, the family is just grateful to be alive, and we thank them for letting us go live here on their property tonight. Live in Chesterfield County, Victoria Lucas, 8 News.